I'm Steven Strafford. I'm the author and performer of Methtacular. I'm going to read you a piece that was cut from the show in Philadelphia. We were doing a workshop of the show, and the director, Adam Fitzgerald, said that this story, although brilliantly written and performed, was stopping the arc of the story. I was very angry about it, but eventually relented. And by I say eventually relented, I stormed out of a bathroom with a towel on my head and said, "Fine, we'll cut it." So here's that story. It's called The Right Source. W-R-I-T-E. And source is spelled like how you normally spell it. Okay, here it goes. After being kicked out of Rachel's apartment, I had to find a place to live. There was a roommate service in Chicago that was pretty reputable, so I thought I would go through them. I found Kelly Feeney. Her apartment was located on the northwest side of Chicago. She was excited to have an actor living there because she was a musician, or an aspiring one. She had just bought herself a keyboard and showed it off in the roommate meeting. She also introduced herself as Kelly Featherling because she no longer wanted to have the name of her father as hers because of the violence that had been inflicted on her. Maybe a red flag, right? Well, maybe had I not been up for a day and a half at this point, I might have had pause, but I was really busy trying to seem normal. And I was a women's studies minor in college, so I was down with all this. I actually went so far as to live in the Women's Concerns house in college. We spelled women with a Y. So I was like, amen, sister. You take your own name. But Featherling, that's what smacked of weird to me. It said, I loved unicorns on my Trapper Keeper. It said, I'm not quite in touch with this or any other world. It said, I read a book of Native American poetry and it really changed me, you know? So, she took her own name. A name she felt was hers, of her own choosing, not something patriarchal. Okay. Now, it stands to point out that I was so deep into a subculture of drugs and sex and lies and insanity that I thought, oh, finally, a normal girl I can live with.